Hey, Pisces, intuitive soul coach here with your August 2022 love reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Pisces and take a look at all things related to love. Whether you are currently partnered up, perhaps you're single, maybe you are focused on self-love at this time. We'll dive into it all. So just a friendly reminder, these are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or even entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, Pisces, before we dive into your Celtic cross, we're just going to dive into the energy of the past, present, and future before we move forward here. So right away in the area of the past, we do have the great outdoors. So in the recent past here, some of you may have been on some sort of an excursion. Maybe you went camping, hiking, maybe you spent some time in the great outdoors. This can be about gaining the solitude, just unplugging and spending some time out in nature to ground your energy here. Whether this is with a group of friends, maybe with a partner, with your family, but getting outdoors here in the recent past is very important to you. For some of you that were not able to get out in the outdoors, this could be about bringing the outdoors inside, bringing more maybe plant life, more green energy. This can be about you making plans to go hiking, camping, or a trip, some sort of vacation as well. So the great outdoors showing up in the past is something that I feel like you are planning or have done to rejuvenate, to rest, and to feel a new sense of motivation and energy moving forward in areas of the heart. Now, in the present energy of August 2022, we do have mending going on here. Now, just a reminder, this doesn't have to be an intimate or romantic relationship. Mending can be friendships. It can be family members. It can be parents, children, co-workers. It can be lovers and intimacy as well, but this is forgiveness. This is about healing, coming together, repairing a situation that was maybe hurtful, challenging, or less than ideal. Some of you may be going to therapy, either couples therapy, group therapy, or individual therapy. There's also the energy of counseling. It could be group, or there's group, some sort of a group environment or atmosphere, maybe a support group as well, whether it's a friendship group or maybe a group such as, AA or NA here. But there is repairing, there's bridging. They're also talking about a loss support group as well for those of you who've lost people in your life. Now, in the future, we have shadow work showing up here. So this talks about you working on that inner healing, which you have showing up here with the mending as well. So the fact that these two come together, I feel like it's the perfect time for you to work through those triggers, work through and heal maybe some issues that were buried, maybe post-traumatic stress. Maybe this is about that ego self. Now, some of you may be taking a journey, a spiritual quest, whether it's maybe a shamanic journey, maybe ayahuasca, or you are going someplace that is cleansing. And that could be what you were planning here in the past, this great outdoors, maybe a spiritual journey or some sort of nature energy that you're with like-minded souls and individuals that have the same purpose, to heal, to get past things as well. So you're definitely working through some situations and matters of the heart. Some of you could be even writing a self-help book or reading a book on how to mend or how to heal or do shadow work here or heal that inner child. So let's dive into your reading here, Pisces, and see what is showing up for you in the month of August. What is the heart of the matter here for Pisces, August 2022? What's the heart of the matter? Spiritual strength. Yeah, absolutely. This is the card of the wounded warrior. So the Nine of Wands showing up is you having that determination that to mend, to heal, to get through whatever it is that you're going through. This is about you having that persistence and not giving up, because you're really close to coming out of maybe a difficult time in your life in matters of the heart, coming out of some sort of shadow that you felt like you've been encumbered in here. So I am sensing that there's more joy and peace, but there is a little bit of a healing that takes place here. There's a bridging of the gap, a repairing type of energy before you get to that place of full happiness here. Let's take a look and clarify the Nine of Wands for Pisces. There it is, Ace of Pentacles, beautiful. There is a new beginning on the horizon here, but you need to kind of, like I said, the next card is the 10 of Wands, and then after that 10, endings bringing a new beginning. So you're really, really close to achieving this Ace of Pentacles here. I do feel by November, there's going to be a really big shift in a very important love relationship in your life, Pisces. And it's going to shift for the better here. Could be a new home. It could be about spiritual growth, the both of you evolving and growing. Some of you are manifesting and attracting a new love opportunity. Even though this isn't the Ace of Cups, this is more tangible, more physical, more earthly. I'm sensing a spiritual soul connection coming in here if you're not in one already. Let's see what is crossing your energy in the month of August regarding matters of the heart. Regardless of your relationship status here, we'll tune into all of the energy. What's crossing your path here? Hope, the Star card, healing, which is a big theme for you. Now, the Star card crossing your energy is saying, don't give up hope. Your dreams aren't broken, Pisces, just because there were some divine detours. There possibly was some sort of loss. There was some sort of maybe tragedy. There could have been some sort of shadow work that you're really overcoming here. But the good news is you are coming out on top. You're not letting the inner demons, we'll call them, or limiting self-talk or the past traumas come in and haunt you. This energy of hope is very powerful. This Star card is saying that this energy promises positivity, peace, guidance, and healing. Don't give up here because hope is on the horizon. And I do feel for a lot of you Pisces out there, you hope to heal something. You want to heal this. You want to mend or repair either the relationship that you have with self or the one that you have with a couple of, or just one specific person in your life. Let's take a look and clarify the Star. You are being divinely guided. I just heard you're being divinely guided. So whether you have asked for divine guidance, whether you have, prayed, I feel like there is an energy of coming together, healing and mending a situation because you are willing to put in the work and both of you are ready to see. Some of you are dealing with a twin flame, okay? Because shadow work, you can see both of these two are looking at each other. So, I mean, some of you, if you're not dealing with anybody, this can be your own internal stuff that you're dealing with, your own triggers, your own traumas. But for those of you that are in a relationship that's been very complicated, I feel like this is twin flame energy here. We have King of Wands to clarify. So the King of Wands may be inflexible, may be hard to reach, but the positivity, the positive side of the King of Wands is he's very adventurous. He's very passionate. He's in charge of his own destiny and very active. He's a leader here. But on the downside, if this is you or if this is someone in your energy, Pisces, they may be hard to reach because they're always on the go or looking for that next adventure or escapism at times. Sometimes people escape into either their own reality or a physical escape, fight or flight mode. And that may be something either you or someone in your energy is working on, is that fight or flight. So let's take a look and see what's below you. What's the foundation? Besides you having a beautiful heart here, Pisces, you are stronger than you think. You are that wounded warrior. There isn't anything that you can't overcome here in this lifetime. What do we have here? Okay, we have awareness. Beautiful. There it is. Magician. You are the creator of your own life. You're aware of what's going on. I feel like you're aware of the surroundings. You're aware that either this person is a twin flame or you're aware that you need to work on the shadow side, the triggers, the fight or flight, maybe the childhood wounding or the trauma or the PTSD. There's a situation here that is brought to your awareness, but you finally have all of the necessary tools. I mean, you had them all along, but sometimes we don't know what to do with the tools that we have. I feel like now you do. The Magician card is all about you manifesting what kind of life you want, because you have the skills, the talents, the personal power to take action and move in a direction that is speaking to you on that soul level. And deep down, you are the creator of your own life. The soul energy here below you, I feel like you're that magician energy. Whatever you want to happen, what you think about, you bring about. So pay attention, because sometimes, Pisces, what you think about, it may be negative, it may be positive. Okay, so there's a flip side to the Magician as well. Don't misuse that power, but create what it is that you do want in your life. Sometimes we block the good things from happening, but a cycle has been completed here. There is victory. You have the World card. This is about reward, celebration, fulfillment, success, a completion that is leading to this happy ending. What is this happy ending? It could be between you and another person where it's been a cycle. There needs to be forgiveness so the both of you can start over here in a new energy. If you are single, I feel like you're manifesting maybe if a partnership, if that's what you're looking for here, because there's a cycle ending that you've been in for quite some time, and now it's time for you to move forward. And I do feel like you're digging into the shadow work here. So there's a couple steps that need to take place before the complete manifestation takes place. But as long as you are dealing with the buried emotions, you're dealing with that ego self, I feel like you're aware. This awareness is going to allow you to bring in the things that you do want versus the things that you don't. Now, in the area of the past, Pisces, we have the Seven of Wands, standing your ground, setting healthy boundaries. Now, this hasn't always been your strong suit, I feel, Pisces. Sometimes it's been hard for you to stand your ground. Maybe not, but for others of you, the Seven of Wands is non-conforming, living life on your own terms, because at times you feel defensive or defenseless. Maybe you're easily offended, or you feel like you're always on guard, walking on eggshells, or looking like people are constantly coming at you from all angles, and you're just feeling at times backed into a corner. And this is saying for certain something that may have happened to you, maybe many things. Now you're standing your ground and you're saying, you know what? I deserve what is best for me. It's time for me to manifest the good in my life. I'm not going to play this victim mode. I'm not going to let the past define me. I'm going to work through my own traumas, my own stuff. That's what you're doing here. You're taking a stand for what you believe is right. What do you believe is right? Your own love, your own happiness. And in order for you to manifest this into your life, there needs to be some sort of mending, forgiveness, healing. You're going to overcome and come, I feel like, together with a person here. Now, it could be a group of people. It could be family members that you're healing. It could be friendships. It could be a lover. Take it as it resonates here. But you are definitely proud of yourself for standing your ground and doing the necessary work, Pisces, required to bridge the gap and create the kind of relationships that you want in your life. Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is the energy of multitasking. It's about doing a lot, trying to be a lot to all different people at times, wearing many different hats. But I feel like this is about you staying calm. When everything is threatening to go down around you, it's like that eye of the tornado. The eye of the tornado is peaceful, is calm. Excuse me. But what's going on around the energy of that eye of the tornado is chaos, right? So it may seem like on the outside, everything is going around. But inside, there's a sense of calm. There's a sense of peace. And at times in the past, it may have been vice versa. You may have made it seem like everything was calm, cool, and collected in your external world. But deep down, it was a tornado going on inside. But I feel like you're reversing that energy. And again, you're standing your ground here, standing into your power, and you're creating peace within that chaos here. So really deep, deep soul reading here for you. Let's see what's above you, Pisces. What is above Pisces for love, August 2022? They're talking, somebody may have a top down. I just heard the top down. So maybe you have a Jeep, maybe you have a convertible, you may have some sort of vehicle that you're able to put the top down on, or maybe it could be a song, or maybe top down is a bumper sticker. I'm not quite sure. Please take that as it resonates here. Okay, what do we have? Transformation. And boy, Pisces, you are definitely going through a transformation. This is the death energy. You're being reborn. because you're doing the shadow work, because there's some sort of healing, mending, or forgiveness or repair, you're going through this major internal shift that is going to reflect in your outer world. Okay, this death card is about spiritual growth, time of an ending that's bringing in a new beginning. So whether you are currently in a relationship, your relationship is going through a major transformation at this time, whether you're together or not. This is something that you need to do for yourself. And that in itself is very powerful. You're saying, you know, I'm doing it for me, instead of maybe in the past you were always shifting and changing to mold into the other person's view. This is all about you. If you are single, you're going through an internal transformation where you're healing from the inside out. And I feel like if you are wanting to attract a soulmate, or if you're wanting to attract a soul tribe, you will do so possibly by group therapy or support groups or other people that have your back. Now, what do we have here to clarify? We have the Queen of Cups and the King of Wands. Holy moly. Wow. So two different energies here. It doesn't mean that they're not a power couple, but it means that these two people, King of Wands, which you already received, King of Wands can be inflexible, hard to reach. He needs to kind of work on his power. But the Queen of Cups here, at times, she tends to give all of her love to this King of Wands, right? You can see her pouring out her own cup. She doesn't look very happy about it, but what you are doing is you're mending that. You're filling your own cup first, and you're realizing that you can't pour from an empty cup. And even though her cup's not fully empty, she's realizing that she wants to fill it with the good stuff. And you may be in a relationship, Pisces, or attracting one that your cup is so full that you can't help but vibe and magnetize, even if other people come from different backgrounds, even if their views are opposing, or even if they have different ideas. You're able to blend this energy up and be independent within the relationship. And that's first and foremost, not codependent. There is a difference there. So very powerful stuff happening in your world, Pisces. So what's going on in the future? What do we have here for near future energy for Pisces? Triumph and success. Beautiful. You will be successful. I've seen this from the very beginning. Why? How? Because you are aware that something needs to be forgiven or mended. It doesn't mean that you have to be with the person. It doesn't mean that you won't attract love into your life, but it means that whatever you're focusing on, whatever you are manifesting in your life will be success. Okay, because the underlying basis here is repair. It is about coming together, bridging that gap, because both of you are willing to look at a situation, or you're willing to look at the shadow part of yourself and see the common denominator. And maybe it has been you. Maybe you've been reflecting in these relationships, hoping that something would turn out different, but it's been the same. And maybe you're realizing, oh, maybe it wasn't them, just them. Maybe I played a contributing factor as well. And this is about you doing that healing. Some of you could even be seeing a healer. There could be something with, it could be an energy healer. It could be a Reiki master. It could be a soul coach, such as myself. So I do feel like this is about you doing that deep shadow work. And because you're doing that, you're ascending and leveling up your energy, aligning your chakras so you can manifest easily and manifest more of what it is that you want. Let's take a look and see what this Ace of Swords, this triumph and success, is all about for you. This is about finding solutions to the challenges, finding solutions on how to come together and mend. This is about you having moments of clarity, truth, honesty. Seven of Pentacles, your hard work pays off here in the near future. Seven of Pentacles is about making sure that you're evaluating and you're reflecting and you're saying, okay, this worked, this did not. This is good for our relationship, this is not. I enjoy this part about being single, but I enjoy this part about partnership. So you are reflecting and you're asking yourself all of the right questions, Pisces. Let's take a look and see what you're telling yourself. How are you feeling and what is your energy? How are you doing here, Pisces? Ooh, there's the world once again. You're ready to complete a cycle. You're ready to feel this accomplishment, this happy ending here. There's victory, there's celebration, there is success in areas of the heart. There's something you are mending and it feels darn good. Something that's maybe been going round and around and around. For some of you, there could be bridging the gap between a long distance relationship. This could be something global, on a global level, where maybe it's between you and your family. You live in one country, your family lives in another. This can be, again, about cycles that seem like they were never ending. You're finally gaining closure and you're not stuck or set back any longer. You are ready and you're telling yourself, I'm done with this cycle. I'm done and I'm feeling happy about where I'm going from here on out, because you're done with the conflict. You're done with the opposing views, the back and forth energy here of I need to be right, or this is my way, this is the highway here, or feeling that there's so much competition out there that you'll never settle down. Okay, so whether you're single or separated or working through stuff here, this criticism, this competitiveness, and this rivalry is dissipating. Something's got to give here, and I feel like you're shutting this down. So it doesn't mean, again, that you're leaving a person if you're with them. It just means that you're doing something to heal and fix that energy once and for all. All right, let's take a look and see what is showing up in your external environment. What's going on in your environment around you? So I feel like other people are trapped in fear here. I don't necessarily feel like this is you. Now, this could be people that aren't sure. I mean, thank you, Spirit. Usually the Eight of Swords is about self-restriction. It can be about your own beliefs, your own mental conflict replaying over and over in your head. But in this case, I feel like this is somebody else feeling trapped. They're not quite sure. They see the change within you and they're not sure if they can heal and change and bridge that gap as well. I'm just going to pull a couple of cards to clarify here, because again, I don't feel like this is you. I feel like you're feeling good. Three of Pentacles, teamwork. Somebody's a little bit nervous to work on something. Somebody may reject at first the mending, the healing, but I feel like they'll soften up here, okay? And I feel like the Three of Pentacles is about working together. It is about teamwork. They don't have to be scared. They don't have to be nervous. Thank you, Spirit. They just told me that somebody may be fearful. If you see the whole side of them, if you see the shadow side of them, you may not love them. Okay, whew, I got goosebumps. That may only resonate with a few of you here. This could even be yourself. Maybe at times you tell yourself, well, if I work through this, if I heal, if I show somebody the good, the bad, the ugly, they may not love the bad and the ugly, but they certainly will here. Let's get one more for this trapped in fear. This is saying don't self-sabotage. Allow yourself to be free. Yeah, Knight of Wands, take action. Take action here. Somebody will say yes, or somebody will be able to allow themselves to move forward, whether you or your partner, but this is about you healing as well. Let's take a look and see what your hopes and fears are. Throat chakra, to speak up for what it is that you need, to overcome that fight or flight type of energy. The throat chakra is all about effective communication. There's the key word there, effective. Some of you have really tried to communicate and the communication got miscued. It got stuck. It got maybe even volatile at times where there was explosions. And this is saying effective communication is the hope. What is the fear? Okay, how would you like these, Spirit? Okay, they're talking about the outcome. Now, I haven't seen any of these cards, but I feel like we just talked about the hope and the fear, but I feel like the hopes and the fears, because you are manifesting, you are the creator. So I'm going to read these as the outcome, but I want you to really realize here that you are the creator of your own life. What do we have? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. So what do we have? We have the third eye chakra. That is the energy of you creating. Look at that. That third eye chakra, as well as his, crown chakra is illuminated here. He's gaining that awareness and he's able to manifest and see a clearer picture here with that third eye. The next card here is Six of Cups, which you did receive. I thought you received earlier. The Six of Cups is the card of reconnection. It is the card of mending. It is about coming together, healing old wounds and memories of love, remembering why you love this person, or remembering why a person in the past, how they brought you happiness, whether it's a lover, whether it's a family member, whether it's a friend. You're remembering this person for the good times. Now, whether you decide to mend the relationship and stay together or part ways, or whether it's you mending and healing yourself, some of you, you're working through your shadow work and you're remembering some positive memories of when you were really happy as well. And your final card, which makes complete sense because I was seeing this over and over throughout your whole reading, the Chariot, triumphant success, Cancerian energy. There will be triumph here. This is all about forward movement after a time of feeling a little bit stuck. This is having a new sense of direction. This is about you finally feeling that ambition to heal, to move, and to overcome any of that inner healing here and do the work. There's going to be great success coming in here for you, especially in matters of the heart. You will be creating new memories to add on top of the ones that you already have. But I feel like there's an energy of positivity, of magic, of light, because you're doing the work here. So this is really some great stuff here, Pisces. Now, last but not least, we're just going to get a message from the Wisdom of the Oracle, one of my favorite decks, Colette Baron Reed. And for those of you that are interested in any of the decks you see above or use during your reading, you can find all of that information in the description box below. Okay. Oh, they're telling me two. Okay. So we did get one card here. We have a fortune cookie and it says, nope. It says not for you, not for you. So I think they want one more just to clarify what is not for you. I feel like it's the pain. I feel like it's, this healing is not for you any longer. It's not something you need to hang on to. For some of you, it certainly can be a relationship dynamic here that you're growing and healing from. But whatever this is here, you're working through it and it's not for you any longer. It's also card 6, which is the Lover's card, Gemini energy. And that's about balanced decisions, soul contracts, and decisions made from the heart. And next you have the Y card. So you may be questioning and asking why. I'm just going to read to you the relationship message from the guidebook. And this 6 energy is all about a clear knowing that something is being denied or rejected. Rejection is God's protection here. And the relationship message is this. Some relationships carry an innate seed of failure in them that is obvious from the beginning, but the red flags escape your observation or you refuse to acknowledge them. When a relationship is not meant to be, it is not possible to make it happen. Rejection is a sign that you are being protected by the divine. If you are the one who must reject another, remember that you do so for both your sakes. For every pot, there is a lid. This one may not be the best fit. The protection message, and the reason I'm going to read this to you is I feel like I've read them with all the signs, because we're getting that fight or flight energy coming in where I mentioned that somebody may constantly run from a situation. That can be that runner chaser energy in a twin flame union. Some of you may be deciding to part ways from a twin flame, but it says here, don't chase after what flees from you. Don't obsess over what eludes you. Don't bang your head against the wall. There is nothing romantic about what is unavailable. No prize given for torturing yourself, and nothing to be gained by refusing to see the red flags that have been waving since you began your pursuit. Now is the time to walk away. There are other goals, other loves, other games, other successes waiting for you. The way out of obsessing is radical acceptance and surrender. Spirit wants only the best for you, Pisces. This is a sign that you have something much better waiting for you. So trust. Trust is the key word there. And next you do have card 31. Now some of you may even have a birthday on the 31st, or maybe you're turning 31, or there could have been a very significant energy around the age of 31 for you. And the why here is about motives that drive your intentions. So I'm going to read to you the relationship message as well. And it says, we don't always know why we engage in our relationships in the way we do, mostly because our feelings aren't always logical. Now is the time to recognize whether you are being triggered by someone else or if your behavior is motivated by unresolved issues in the past. When you ask yourself, why am I feeling like this and why did I say that? And spend some time in introspection, the answers may be surprising. Listen to the messages from your intuition, from the knowing deep within you. What does it tell you about yourself? and others. In the end, life is all about being loved. Miracles and a deep understanding of your needs and how to get them met are the buried treasures of the why. Uncover them by posing the most important, powerful question that you can ask yourself and your partner, if you're in one. Today, ask why. And remember what I said here in the middle of your reading? I said you're asking all the right questions. This can be about you asking more questions to really help heal, help bridge that gap, help come together. So I feel like the why, I feel like these could be two separate energies. Some of you are completely walking away, and I feel like others of you are healing. This is more for those that are maybe single or going through some tumultuous times in a relationship. And for others of you that are in a relationship, it's very important for you to ask yourself the why. Ask yourself those questions. And actually, Spirit's pointing to the Soul Truth deck here. So I'm just going to pull out one question that you can really ask your soul self to see how you can bring about more change for the positive here. Okay, so I'm going to read to you the one that's jumping out because you have quite a few of them here. I will go over them quickly. What excuses am I making right now? It says here, the time is now. So make sure that you find a way, make a decision, and listen to your heart. We have, where am I called to use my voice right now? Remember, you have the throat chakra coming up here. And it says here that you have a soul script. Your story matters, and it's time for you to share it with the world. That could be that support energy or therapy even. Next we have, how can I be more kind to myself and offer more grace in this moment? So this talks about growing self-love. When you heal, Pisces, we all heal. When you give yourself more grace, you give the world more grace. But the question that's really standing out, who am I ready to forgive? I am not what happened to me. I am who I choose to become. Now that's a quote by Carl Jung. It says, is it time to let go, forgive, and move onward? Is your soul ready to forgive someone else or yourself? Forgiveness brings sweet release, freedom, and insight. Look at it from their shoes. Notice how you grew and what you learned. Who do you want to become, and how is this resistance holding you from what your soul wants? Write a forgiveness letter and practice a prayer while thinking of the person you are ready to forgive. And then say to yourself, I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me and thank you. Now you can say that to yourself or the person that you need to forgive, because you have mending here. You have shadow work. Even if this is writing a letter to someone that maybe you'll never give, maybe that's what you need for closure, for some sort of repair to bridge that gap. For some of you, this is something you can work with your partner if you are in a relationship where you do want to mend and you do want to forgive here. This can be about you saying you love the other person, that you're sorry, forgiveness, and thank you for the lessons that you've taught each other here. So very, very powerful, deep reading here, Pisces. I certainly hope this resonates with you. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I am sending all of you wonderful Pisceans tons and tons of love and light. Thanks for tuning in.